From day one, runners have taken their sport rather seriously.
People ask me how I keep my teeth from chattering in the wintertime. I leave them in my locker.
Bo knows football.
If you let me play sports.
I would like myself more.
I'll have more self-confidence.
If you let me play sports.
If you let me play.
Greatness is no more unique to us than breathing. We're all capable of it. All of us.
We have a mission statement that says to bring innovation and inspiration to every athlete in the world. And there's an asterisk on the word athlete and a footnote that says, if you have a body, you're an athlete. The whole basis of innovation at Nike is the relationship we have with the athlete and the insights we get from that relationship. It's really digging deep, not only in talking to the athletes, but studying the athletes, measuring their activity, and then really just working with the athletes and digging into their personality and understanding kind of what motivates them, what drives them. The shoes I'm wearing are knit. They're called fly knit shoes. It's an old craft, knitting, but we've actually modernized it and brought some new technology to it. So now we can completely change how shoes are made and actually raise the level of performance significantly at the same time. So it's a revolution, I think, not only in terms of manufacturing, but in terms of performance design. There's virtually no waste in the upper material. Sustainability in design is an incredibly core and central part to what we do. We have an ethos around sustainability. It's called considered design. So we consider the impact of every decision we make in product design. And not only in design in terms of product, but in the supply chain and everything else that we do, how we run facilities, how we run our business in general. Design not only creates the product, but actually helps to create the strategy for the company. Designers, I think, almost by definition, if they're really good and they're on their game, so to speak, are very connected to what's going on in the world. And that connection to what's happening and what could happen really needs to be a part of how we shape our strategy with the company.
I'm Ben Schaefer, Studio Director in the Innovation Kitchen. My role is more on the design side. So a day in the life is very much a lot of our minds kind of coming together, from sports research lab individuals to material specialists, developers, all getting together and talking with athletes sometimes, and we're just brainstorming amongst ourselves on ways to improve our athletes, make them stronger, faster, and better in whatever performing areas that they focus. So Flyknit merely is a technology where we looked at an existing technology that's around us, a one that's been around for a number of years, knit, that which we wear from socks to apparel, and actually trying to re-engineer that for performance. So in the midst of us looking into that, it required us to reconfigure machines and build it kind of from ground up, this technology, so that we could get durability and structure into what would typically be an apparel piece and make it relevant for footwear. So in the midst of that, it ended up allowing us to create fabrics that had in one layer structure, breathability, and elasticity, all created in a way that, that could be used for our elite level athletes. At Nike, our focus is always on elite level performing product for our athletes, and a lot of times that ends up inspiring something visually that's, that's aesthetically kind of changing the game on sort of the sportswear side of things, or more casual side. But yeah, we definitely focused Flyknit on athletes and focused on one of their big requests, which is an amazing fit, which Flyknit really starts to offer us. But we've always been playing around with the ideas of sock-like shoes for literally the past couple decades. But the reality is, for this particular project, 10 years ago, we started digging a little bit deeper into some of the technologies from the apparel and sock industry and seeing how that could be incorporated. And about 5 years ago, we really aggressively pursued it and started getting a bunch of machines, hiring programmers and engineers, and taking apart machines and reconfiguring a few elements. Specifically coming from the design side, having a technology that everything in one layer can be adjusted and tweaked based upon the placement of different types of yarns and various fabric adjustments. It has huge potential across a number of different sports, and because of the fact that we're working a few years out, we definitely see some amazing things that are to come.
Let me play sports.
I will like myself more. I'll have more self-confidence.
If you let me play sports.
If you let me play.
If you let me play, I'll be 60% less likely to get breast cancer.
I will suffer less depression.
If you let me play sports.
I will be more likely to leave a man who beats
If you
me.
let me play.
I'll be less likely to get pregnant before I want to.
I will learn
what it means to be strong.
to be strong.
If you let me play.
Play sports.
If you let me play sports.
Greatness, it's just something we made up. Somehow we've come to believe that greatness is a gift reserved for a chosen few, for prodigies, for superstars, and the rest of us can only stand by watching. You can forget that. Greatness is not some rare DNA strand. It's not some precious thing. Greatness is no more unique to us than breathing. We're all capable of it. All of us.